Hello children, today I am going to revise Economics chapter 2 People as Resources. People as resources. People, human. Resources, asset. Population as an asset for the country rather than liability. Population become human capital when there is a investment made to the education and health. So it created a gross national product to the country, that is added asset to the country. The education and health form a human capital formation. Investment in human capital leads higher productivity to the family, also to the country. Education, training, medical care, these are all investment in human capital. We can understand people as an asset to the country through these two stories of Sakal and Vilas. They were two friends in the same village, Simapur. Sakal was a 12-year-old boy. His mother, Sheila, looked after the domestic chores and looking after her children. Father Butta Chaudhary worked in an agriculture field. Once Sakal completed his higher secondary school, he interested to join in vocational course. So his father raised loan and he started joining in vocational course. After completed vocational course, he got job in a private firm, in which he designed a new kind of software which increased sale of the firm. His boss acknowledged his services and rewarded him with a promotion. Sakal, educated, got job and designed a new software and increased the wealth of his family as well as increased the productivity of the firm and also added a asset to the country economies. It has created gross national product to the country. The next story of Vilas. Vilas, 11-year-old boy. His father Mahesh was a fisherman and passed away when he was 2 years old. His mother Geeta got a fish from the pond landowners and is selling in the nearby Mandi. She could earn ₹1 to 30 per day. Vilas became a patient of arthritis. He was not interested in studies. He became a sick person. Soon mother also became sick. Vilas forced to sell fish in the same village. He looked after his brother and also family and domestic chores. So Vikas is an illiterate person and unable to earn more income. So he is not creating any gross national product to the country. Like Vilas and Sakal, people have been engaged in various activities. Vilas sold fish, Sakal got job in the firm. These activities are economic activities. The economic activities classified into 3: primary, secondary, tertiary. Primary includes agriculture, forestry, animal husbandry, fishing, poultry, farming, mining, quarrying. Secondary includes manufacturing. Tertiary included trade, transport, communication, services, tourism, banking, insurance. These activities result in the production of goods and services. So these added value to the nation income. So these are called economic activities. Economic activities divided into two: market activities and non-market activities. Market activities involve remuneration to anyone who performs, that is, earning profit. Whereas non-market activities are the production for self-consumption. The next, quality of population. Quality of population depends upon the literacy rate, health of a person, that indicated life expectancy and skill formation. Education is very important that improves the quality of population. So two story we have seen, in which Sakal educated and Vilas illiterate. Sakal educated, his education contributes towards the growth of society. It enhances the national income, cultural richness, and increases the efficiency of governance. Government also taken steps to improve the quality of education in elementary education, especially concentrating on girls. There is an establishment of space setting of schools like Navodaya Vidyalaya in each district. Vocational scheme have been developed to equip large number of high school students with occupation related skills and knowledges. And one more scheme. Another scheme, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, is a significant step towards providing elementary education to all the children in the age group of 6 to 14. So it is a town-bound initiative of the central government, partnership with the state and local government, in order to achieve the goal of universalization of elementary education. Apart from that, midday meal scheme, it also implemented to encourage attendance and retention of children, improve their nutritional status. 12th plan also enrolled to increase the higher education of age group 18 to 23. Over the past 15 years, there has been a significant growth in number of university and institution of higher learning in specialized areas. Next, health. Health is also maximizing the profit of the profit. The health of a person helps him to realize his potential and ability to fit illness. But unhealthy person become a liability for organization. Health is an indispensable basis for realizing one's well-being. So improvement in the health status of population has been the priority of the country. Our national policy also aims at improving the health care, family welfare, nutritional services. Next, unemployment. Unemployment said to exist when people who are willing to work at a going wages cannot find a job. The story, Sheila is not interested in working outside. G2 and C2 are small, so they are not comes under workforce population. Neither G2 or C2 can be counted as unemployed. Sheila works for her family. She is not willing to work outside her domestic domain for payment. So she cannot be unemployed. In case of India, unemployment in rural areas and urban areas. In rural areas, there is a seasonal and disguised unemployment. In urban areas, educated unemployment. What is seasonal unemployment? When people are not able to find job during some month of year, people dependent upon agriculture usually face some kind of problem. There are certain busy season when sowing, harvesting, weeding and terracing. Certain months do not provide much work to the people dependent on agriculture. That is a seasonal. Disguised. When people have agriculture plot where they can find work. Usually family members engaged in agriculture activity. The work requires the service of 5 people but engage 8. So 3 people are extra. So these 3 people contribution does not add to the contribution made by the people. So if 3 people are removed, the productivity of the field will not decline. So that is called a disguised unemployment. Come to urban areas unemployment. So urban areas unemployment is a educated unemployment. Many youth with matriculation, graduation and post-graduation degrees are not able to find a job. Let us see the causes of unemployment. Unemployment leads to wastage of manpower resources. People who are an asset for the economy turned into liability. And people do not have enough money to support their family. Inability of educated people who are willing to work to find gainful employment implies a great social waste. Next, unemployment tends to increase economic overload. Quality of life of an individual as well as of society is adversely affected. Next one, unemployment has detrimental impact on the overall growth of an economy. Increase in unemployment is an indicator of depressed economy. It also wastes the resources which could have been gainfully employed. So if people cannot be used as a resources, they naturally appear as a liability to the economy. So in this chapter, we have seen people as resources. People, human resources is a asset. So human being turn as a asset rather than the liability. So education and health is an important factor for increasing the national income. So they form a human capital formation. So through the story of Sakal and Vilas, we can understand the concept that people as a resources and importance of education and health. Next we have seen types of unemployment, meaning of unemployment, quality of population. These are all important in this chapter. Thank you, children.